And welcome back, everyone, to Ferris State basketball postgame coverage. Rob Bentley and Sandy Golston with you, joined by the head coach of the Bulldogs, Andy Bronkema, here after a 85-67 decision against Michigan State here tonight. And, Coach, got to be proud of the way your guys played here tonight and competed here for most of the ball game against the Spartans.
There was a lot of areas that we were really good in, and I am proud of those. But basketball's full of a bunch of different parts of the game, and transition was tough on us, and we knew it would be. But giving up 30 points in transition was tough. Part of that was just probably on me. For the second half, we made a little adjustment. It was a little bit better. But, they get out and run. They put that kind of pressure on you. And, rebounding, again, in the second half, we kept it, I think, even. I think we were down 13 at half and kept it even. And in the half court, we learn how to cut harder because they're so physical, and you really got to scrap for the rebounds. So there's a lot of good things that can come from this, and just being able to sprint back in transition, get on the glass, and pick your spots. We 18 turnovers. You got to have 13 turnovers, and keep it to 8-point deficit on the boards, and then 20 points in transition instead of 30, and then you got a shot. We made a little run there in the second half, and they responded. They responded, and they got buckets right at the rim, and we're a little loose, but some pretty good plays out there. I thought Nate played real well, and Kel, welcome back. It's good to see him. Back in action. He's put a lot of work in this last year, and every minute out there for new guys and new positions just helps them get more comfortable. And you saw some of them get more comfortable right there in the game in front of you. Their first shift, they got some jitters. And then from there, they got a little more comfortable.
How much of a learning experience is this for a lot of your guys, especially some of your newer guys that haven't really kind of played on a stage like this?
I mean, it's a great experience. They'll remember it, but you like to try to win the game. And when you sign up for one of these games, it's harder, the chances are against you, so you compete to win, but you also compete to get better, and there's a process, from the start of the year to the end of the year to get better, and this is part of the process. We're lucky to be here and be able to play in this type of environment. It's just, there's nothing wrong with today. It's all positive, and even Ethan, maybe he had a tougher night, but did you see the respect that they paid him? I mean, they didn't leave the guy, and they mugged him all night, which is what he's got to get used to. It couldn't get any better for him to prepare him, for whatever's to come in the season. I was proud of him, and thought he did real well under what's considered to be a very good man-to-man defensive program and rebounding program, and he fought. So a lot of good things today. Pretty excited.
I know, obviously, you guys are getting focused and ready to go on Friday night down in Texas, and this experience coming here and then now getting on a flight tomorrow morning is something that's really going to test your team here early in the year.
Yeah, I mean, we spent a lot of time focusing on that Texas trip, and we'll turn the page to the Texas trip, and good highlights and memories from tonight, and kind of laugh and get a meal and get back to Grand Rapids in the hotel and get ready to get on the planes. But that's a big trip for us because it just gets different. You're maybe not overpowered with height and size and vertical, and speed and transition, but different types of skills and powers. These D2 teams that we're playing this first weekend are gonna give everything that they have, to beat us, and they're capable. But we're going to be right there fighting them just like we did tonight, and look forward to seeing where we're at.
Obviously, taking on West Texas on Friday night. Saw them back in the national semifinals 2018, and another one of those programs that's been very good for a long time.
Yeah, both times we made it out there, they were out there, right? And Coach Brown was at Winona for years when they went out there, so he's probably in Division II been out to the Elite Eight more than any coach in the business. So he knows what he's doing. He's hosting the tournament, and he's going to have a great team. And early on, it's just good to get tested, and we hope to come out with a victory or two. But getting tested like that early, you really can't have a negative come from it because you know where your team's at. And it's a lot like our football team going to play Pitt State. How much better have we gotten since then? And they gave us a test, and the volleyball team got through all of their games, undefeated. But it wasn't because they didn't go to these tournaments and play teams and the crossover tournament. So you want to get tested, see where you're at, and see how good you can get.
Finally, to close it out here tonight, what does it mean just to have a chance to come here? And I know you thank Michigan State and Coach Izzo for getting this opportunity here tonight.
Well, Coach is a man of the people, man. He plays the D2 still. And there's a few teams out there that still do that. And, we do it too. We play Coach Saul's team, and he's got a Division III team that could knock us out any year. So we also participate in that type of, giving back to the game and just keeping it within the state. And he plays Division IIs in the state. Everybody appreciates that about him. And not only that, when I sub the guys in that are our next generation guys, he subs his guys in. And it's just he does it the right way. We appreciate him, and I think. If they get a go-to scorer, and they continue to get some spot shooting from some other people, they're going to be dangerous because the athleticism and size is certainly there, right? But timely shooting as a team, and then just maybe a consistent go-to scorer, and they're going to be really, really tough, and I'm sure they're going to get there. So, thank you, Coach Izzo.
Well, Coach, thanks for the time, and safe travels to Texas, and best of luck this week.
All right, guys. Yep. See ya.